Right, this afternoon we're going to make a bookmark. I've chosen the heart shape. You can either use the templates that will go into a Sizzix machine that you use also for card making, or if you haven't got that type of machine or you want a different shape, then I suggest that we use a piece of paper. So I'm going to fold the paper in half, like so, then draw my heart, half of the heart, and then draw a smaller one for the other end, like so. Cut round your shape. There's the smaller heart, and then cut the larger one. And there's the smaller one, the larger one. Now if you think you're going to make loads of these, you can also draw around, hit a piece of cardboard, trace round, and so you've always got those templates for yourself. So when you've done that, other items you will need is your needles to sew the two hearts together, your decoration. You can either use sequins or the little flowers, or you can also use the little stick-on ones, which is quite handy, and also you can buy these in many colours. You will also need some embroidery silks to sew your design on, and you will also need some ribbon for you to be able to make your bookmark. Now remember that the book you are going to use, you will have to then measure the length of ribbon that you require. Right, I'm going to now demonstrate to you how to use a Sizzix if you want to use that, and I'm going to use some green felt for my design. Roughly need to cut the width of this, so I'm going to cut here, just down, and I need two of these, so I'm going to cut quite a way down and then cut across. With your Sizzix plates, you have a depth plate, so you use that one first, then put your protector on, then place your cutter, then put your piece of felt on top, and then place that on top. That one actually cuts through, and into your Sizzix, on there, and then wind through. And then we'll repeat there's one, and I'm going to repeat the process again for the next side, the next one, same size. Then I need two of the smaller ones, so I'm going to put that onto there. You could, if they weren't too thick, the actual felts, you could put two together, but I prefer to do one at a time. In again, wind, there's your other one. Then that back on there again, remembering always to have your cutting part up. There's your cutting part. Then they place that down, put that on top, and put it in this end here, feed it through, and then wind your work through. A nice machine to have, but probably also I can say it's quite expensive if you're not going to do loads of cards or you're not doing loads of these sort of things. Or you can use this machine as well for quilting. Put this to one side. I'll just show you that the little bit I've got left there. I could put that here if you were using your own template. And cut cut this out. Cut round. Mind your fingers. If you don't feel confident just holding it to cut, you can pin it with a small dressmaking pin. And you cut two of these. Two of this one. There you go. And two of the larger one. You can do it any size, any shape, square, round, rectangle, all the different shapes. Right, for the next thing I'm going to do is threadle up my needle with my actual embroidery cotton, and I'm going to do a little running stitch around. So I'm going to come into here, into the centre. Don't really want too much bulk, so I'm just going to hold that there. I'm not going to do any knotting. I'm just going to do a little running stitch around the edge just for a little pattern. It's up to you the choice that you want to put on. Many different colour silks there is, but most people like to try and colour coordinate. Don't want to keep going in and out all the time, just run it yourself along. If there's some people that are into doing sewing, I'm sure you would appreciate doing this. It's quite nice to add a little touch of your own little design. Keeping it as neat as you can. Bit ambitious there, going through with so many little running stitches, as the embroidery silk's quite thick, and then come up through that one, and then I'm just going to go over the top of this one to finish off. And then if you wanted to add a button in the middle, you can. If not, just leave a little end and cut off. I thought I'd just use a few of these little pre-stick-ons. Guess I fancy this one. Into here. Maybe you could think about this as a little gift on tables for Asian weddings. You can do them in different colours so that you can have these on the table, and instead of being bookmarks, do them singly, and they can be for place names. So there's lots of different permutations for them. Can do them in pinks and blues for baby showers. Everybody likes to go home with something. I think that's about that on there, and everyone's a star, so we'll have a star as well. Maybe the star would look better by itself on that side. There you go, that's just a little idea. And then what I will do is I will just sew these two together, or you can just glue them, it's entirely up to you. So you can do the same little shape round there and put a little one on the back, so we'll just have another little star on the back. So there's some different ideas. Then with your glue, be careful, and your piece of ribbon that you've decided, that you know what size book you're having or place name you're having. I'm just going to cut a piece off. Careful, this is a Oasis glue, which is used for flower arranging, and it's also a cold glue. This is more health and safety by not using a glue gun. Also, you haven't got to have your equipment patch tested, so we're keeping everybody happy. And also, you haven't got, if you've got children indoors and you're making this, you are not having them fall over the lead. And then I'm just going to put that in there. Place that one on top. And push in lightly. Don't try to squeeze it too much. Make it neat. And I will do the other end. As you would appreciate, it won't need so much glue in. Just a little piece, little squidgy round. Put this on that side. Make sure it comes, I'll just check it, make sure it's coming through correctly. If you're going to go it that way, if it goes into your book, oops, there, so that one will be on top, and then you place down your other one and leave to dry. There you go, and there you have a bookmark or a place setting, whatever. I hope you enjoy making it.